Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Kansas City Chiefs taking on Trevor Lawrence and the London Monarchs.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 7 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A give to ETN running right. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jalen Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble. Thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20.
Oh, we got
touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Monarchs have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Carney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the gun, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 7 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field.
Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass, it's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on fourth down. They'll go, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Zach Pascal, his fourth down now on the year. Jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Monarchs have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take it in at the 3. So we've come upon halftime here. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Back to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On first down, Callan. Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try the left side. Tolbert. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Tolbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Lawrence will throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence able to complete this to Chenault. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 33. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a give, right side. Tolbert. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Monarchs are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And outbounds right around the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2nd and 7 from the 20. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with a bigger guy to try and use size. Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Mahomes to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On second down now. Tolbert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On third down, Tolbert, powerful running, and good power running, but he's still going to be about a yard short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On second down, Tolbert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, the win is number 9 for them on the year. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.